The silence in Winterfell is a heavy, cold shroud. Young Bran Stark, once a boy full of life, now lies broken and still. His fall from the tower was no mere accident. It was a push into the shadows, a secret kept by a golden lion and his sister. For his family, it is only a tragedy, a cruel twist of fate. Catelyn Stark refuses to leave his side. She watches, she waits, she prays to gods who seem to have abandoned the north. Her world has shrunk to the size of this single room. The sound of her son's shallow breaths, a fragile rhythm. Catelyn's vigil is a testament to a mother's endless love. She ignores the world outside, the duties of a lady, the departure of her husband and daughters. But the quiet is a lie. Evil does not rest simply because a good family mourns, a fire, a diversion. Then a man with a blade steps from the shadows. Catelyn throws herself in his path. A desperate, clumsy fight. Just as the assassin's dagger is about to find its mark, a blur of grey fur and snapping teeth erupts into the room. Bran's direwolf Summer does what Catelyn could not. Catelyn holds the ornate dagger, a message and a mystery that demands an answer. While Winterfell holds its breath, the world outside moves on. Lord Eddard Stark must honour his promise to King Robert. He prepares to ride south, to a nest of vipers he does not understand. The decision weighs on him like a crown of stone. He must leave his comatose son and his grieving wife. The home he loves feels hollow. This path feels wrong. A storm gathers he cannot yet see. His heart is torn between his family and his king. Another Stark must choose a new path. Jon Snow, the bastard of Winterfell. With Catelyn's cold gaze following him, Jon decides to take the black. He will go to the Wall. The Night's Watch, a brotherhood of outcasts. He dreams of glory, of a place where his name does not matter. Before he leaves, in a quiet moment, he gives Arya a small sword, a thin, sharp blade like her. Ned's child smiles. A quiet gift and an oath stick him with the pointy end. The great northern contingent begins its long journey south. The road becomes a ribbon pulling them from everything they know. Two sisters, different as silk and dust. Sansa is enchanted by the southern court, dreaming of princes and crowns. Arya is wild and restless. She practices with a wooden sword. She befriends the butcher's boy, Micah, simple comforts on a long road. Their paths, though parallel, are already diverging. This difference explodes into conflict at the Trident. While Sansa walks with her prince, Arya and Micah play at swords. A childish game turned dangerous. Joffrey, cruel and arrogant, sees a chance to torment the commoner. He draws lion's tooth on the terrified boy. Arya defends her friend and strikes the prince. This summons her direwolf, Nymeria. The wolf lunges, biting Joffrey's arm and disarming him. Lines are drawn between houses. The game begins with real blood. Arya, to save her companion, drives Nymeria into the woods. It is an act of desperate love, freedom at the cost of exile. She saves her companion by sending her away forever. At court, the truth is twisted into a weapon. Joffrey lies, painting Arya and Micah as aggressors. Sansa, terrified of losing her prince, chooses silence. Queen Cersei demands justice, but it is vengeance cloaked as law. Since Nymeria is gone, she insists another direwolf must die. Ned Stark is horrified and trapped by the king's order. He cannot allow a stranger's cruelty to be her last terror. He leads Lady into the woods for a quiet end, a single, clean stroke, an execution and an act of mercy. Far away, Bran stirs from his coma as a wolf howls in grief. Across the narrow sea and the vast grasslands of the Dothraki Sea, another young woman is finding strength in the face of brutality. Daenerys Targaryen, given to a horse lord, begins as a frightened bride. Her world is harsh. Strange customs, a language she does not understand. Her brother sees her only as a tool to win him an army and a throne, but she is not her brother. A quiet fire grows within. With Doria's guidance, she learns she need not be a victim. She learns the Dothraki ways, posture, language, ceremony, not to submit but to command, to become Khaleesi. When Viserys threatens her, she stands for the first time. She strikes, speaking in their tongue, refusing to be bullied. Surrounded by riders who stand with her, Khal Drogo sees a dragon, not a meek lamb. Her transformation is quiet but profound. Every ride, every learned word, this marks a critical shift. She is becoming a player in her own right, a Khaleesi with warriors at her back. The King's Road is a tapestry woven with courage, betrayal and painful growth. The Starks are scattered, their bonds tested by lies and impossible choices. The direwolves reflect their fates, one saving a life, one driven away, one sacrificed. Sansa's silence is an awakening to the cost of her dreams. Daenerys' defiance signals the rise of a new power in the East. These moments forge destinies. Courage is the will to act despite fear. Every hard choice on this road will echo across the seasons, shaping the realm.